And live. So here we are. Oh, first one is following.
That was pretty quick. So then let's wait a bit for the rest. Maybe we can already start. So yes, first. Okay, I'm just reading the chat here in parallel. I have it also on my mobile phone. So welcome to our current discussion, or better said, Dev Talk. Yeah, we brought in some, let's say, cool features for today, or some topics. So first one will be the guild system, then we have the citizenship, then a short sneak preview on the assistant, pretty awesome. And then maybe some topics about the damage trackers. And the fun fact is that in parallel, um, Alexa, I don't know if you can hear that.
Very, very, very. Uh, a bit.
Could you hear that? No,
Really a bit.
not really. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes, that's great, amazing. Sorry about that because Alexa was listening and she's trying to talk to me. That's really amazing. Okay, yeah, the last thing I would say is a preview on the damage tracker. So there will be also a short preview for today, and not today, but later on. So the following days, next week or something like that, in a separate stream. So I'm pretty sure we will show some more content or details about that thing. Yeah, this is Monkey, and Ronan is also. We were discussing. Ronan is on this side, right?
Are you on
Not
this
on
or in
this
that
side.
one?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's your direction.
I say no. This is my direction. Yes. Yeah, let's jump into the topics. So because we also have some kind of question answer, so just write your question if you have one directly into the chat, and we try to answer that really quick or in detail. That belongs to the question more or less. Yeah, but we can start. Maybe Ronan, we can start with the guild system in first, and because it was more or less it built on your ideas and also the content you delivered everything. You built all the graphics, you built the whole system and the gum system in behind. But let us know more about the ideas in behind. So the stage is yours.
Thanks. So yeah, hi everyone. Um, this is a quick overview about what we changed lately regarding how guilds work, and yeah, I can also give a live impression of the new Gump. There were one or two previews that we posted into Discord right away, but we can see it in action as well. Let's make the sound a little bit. Starts to remix. It's nice, but was too loud. All right.
It's always the same. We still have or yeah, the sound problems like the last stream. It's a running gag.
Yeah. Will last. All right. Yeah. What did we change regarding skills? So first of all, guilds. First of all, now it's possible to have factioneers and non-factioneers in one guild. So um, I don't know if everyone knows, but in the past it was that there are faction guilds and there are non-faction guilds, and yeah, so everyone has to be in a faction if you want to join a faction guild. And so we broke it up because this is the first thing that goes into our citizenship system, what we'll implement. So a single person or a guild can join a town, and once joined this town, all the members of the guild are citizens. But the citizenship is more the PVM crafter environment, and not the PvP section of that. The PvP section, that will be more the militia. So if you are citizen of a town, you can join the militia tree, and the militias, there's the faction system running behind it. It's modified, but that's the core of it. And you can join then the faction, have non-factioneers, and have PKs as well in one guild. But PKs cannot join a faction. Uh, that's a fact. So this is the preparation of a system that goes into bonuses for the citizens. So in really roughly speaking, it's guilds and also the regular citizens craft, do PVM stuff, hunt bosses or treasure hunts or whatever, and collect with this action points for their towns. And with that points, on the next cycle, so to say, bonuses are enrolled based on that points. So the higher the points are, the better the bonuses for the next period will be. And this bonuses are like earning more gold in a dungeon, or have more special loot in dungeons, have raised skill gains somewhere. So it really gives a bonus. And inside the skill system will be something that also the guild can earn points and have additional bonuses, or boost the bonuses of the town. And that's the design of it is almost finished. We are working on that part, the preparations for the guild fitting into that is completely done. I did the last steps on my way home today.
Do you think it makes sense maybe to show some pictures or to show some in-game content for the people? Because I'm pretty sure the most of them just want to see some representation, graphic representation on the GUM system itself or something like that, to have something to connect to.
Of course.
Maybe.
So let's switch into it. Do you see my screen as well?
Yes, we can see it.
All right, cool. We're inside the. Oh, wait, I have to put it in here. All right, so the guild system. This is pretty much the GUMP. Oh, I have some debug messages here. Let me switch to player. Now it's the player view. The picture here is missing out. So there will be different kinds of guilds. So it's a neutral guild, so to say, which has no citizenship. Then you can join a town. So you get a town assigned, or there are orcish guilds. But all the orcish stuff we may explain in another stream or something, because that's quite a lot of content that's already done already. So you have the guild view here. This is a debug value. That's because this guild has this guild has no start date validly set, so that's why this is a debug value. So the rest is live. You see, you can go through the roster. Have then here the title, and also the rank. You can see when you joined your guild. Are you a civilian or a militiaman? What's your militia rank if you're in it? What are your kills? You could also be a PK guild, right? And it's more about kills. So you see the short and long term of your guild mates inside here, and the whoever has the right to, so the highest rank has here also the possibility to set a nice title for the guy. Hit OK, and we see here is the nice title, and also here in the roster view. How many accounts can one person have at how many houses per person is a question that has just been asked. Thanks for the question. We hit again, or again and again, and the answer for that is we will make sure that it's somehow possible to have at least 15, no, up to 15 characters. How we will reach that is still not defined, but most likely we will just provide one single account but allow up to 15 characters on one account. And we will have the possibility to have multiple characters of one account online. We tested the system already. We have one challenge that is still to solve with it, but that's the way we want to go. So up to 15 characters, and how many houses can a person have? Depends on
similar to that thing.
Similar to that thing, right? But we will have. We're not sure how we will do it or for what we will do it, but we have the possibility to offer the possibility to buy for gold or something. The possibility to have a second house. So that's not a fixed thing. It's already something we can set per account, and based on that, let's see how we will do it. But regarding the housing, it works a bit different compared to classical UO, where you just have a house, and the house has a specific lockdown or secures account amount, and also it's you have not a limitation on the vendor spots. And on Sagas there are regular houses, a lot of space in it, so means a lot of lockdowns and secures, but only a few vendor spots. And there are shops and that shops have very limited space, so less secures, less lockdowns in count, but a lot of vendors. So which one to go? And if you just have the possibility to have one house, you basically have to make a decision what to do: running a shop or having a house where you can store a lot of stuff. We have that all in consideration, and there will definitely the possibility to have more than one house. Let's see how we will do it and what you have to do to get the second slot or whatever. All right, back to the
topic. I would say
back to the guilds. I've just shown here a little bit around, and you have a candidate view. So we have a recruitment system. You can recruit a member, and I could now, all right, that guy isn't a valid player, but I could invite somebody here into the guild. The ascendancy system is coming soon. It says in the clear log here. By the way, I really like those tooltips that we included in the GUMPs. It's kind of nice. The ascendancy system is the bonus thing. So where the guild collects points for itself and gets bonuses for that, and also can unlock other stuff that benefits the guild with that points, but that's not activated now. That will come. Then you have the diplomacy sheet, where you start with no wars and no invitations for wars, and you can just during the guild search just searched for an A, and I see here is the player killer guild that has kill as apprehension, two members right now, town to do. That's up to do. Status is peace right at the moment, but I have an action button where I can do a declaration of war. So send a proposal for war to player killer, kill. Duration of war, I can limit it to something, but null means, yeah, until cancelled basically, and we define some kills I can win with it, like 50 kills or something. I sent a proposal. That's here what he understood from my text entries, and I can send a proposal. And now war proposal has been sent to player killers, and they will have a war invitation in their guild. Also here, C is a little indication for us that we have a running war indication. And also the other guild will have this indication. Here is something to do at the diplomacy tab, and yeah. And also a history. If I change something on the guild, it gets an history event. So if a player gets invited into the guild or kicked out or gets promoted to another rank or demoted or whatever, it gets an entry here. So you have a full history of
Just a
what happened
short
in the guild.
question in between.
Yeah.
So because that feature is also pretty new to me, so does that mean it's some kind of logging? So if you are the guild master in that case, and you have some members, and you are allowing members to invite other people,
Yes.
means, or if that person changes some role of someone or something like that, that it is logged inside that table we saw here.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly what happens there. I can demonstrate it. I just
Yeah, sure.
opened a second client here, logging in right at the moment. All right, he's online. So I will. Oh, I'm have not the rights. There is he. Let's get him. There he is. Switch back to
Just keep
player.
going. I keep track on the questions, so keep
Yep.
going on what you're doing.
Yep, go to roster and here recruit a member into the guild. I will bypass the candidacy because with that character as guild master, I have the rights to directly recruit. So it will not go into the candidates list. It will bypass it and will become a member directly. If I would have the guild invitations accepted, so I have to do it again. There was a message showing me that. You have invited Fu to join your guild. Yes, on the other side, I have the guild invitation. I will accept it, and it got accepted. So here it is. Here is Fu. I can go to him, click on edit, promote to normal member, promote to an officer, maybe. And I give him a title. He's uh, the new guy. Set it, go to there, and yeah, he doesn't behave, so let's kick him out again. Bam, he's gone. But all what happened is locked into his history. We see Ronin proposed a war against, we see Ronin recruited Fu into the guild, Ronin promoted Fu to, oh, a little bug, a point, there must be the name of the rank. I promoted him again. Then I changed his title, and then I dismissed him from the guild. So it's on me stored, and it will log up to 100 entries.
Um, yeah, thank you very much for the info overview on that. There's a
Sure,
question about the new or overhauled skills or new skills we have.
sure.
Maybe we can postpone that for later on. So after the skill system, I say, guild system that makes sense. I think I need to pick up something to drink because I'm currently a bit sick. Maybe you can hear it. So my nose and something like that. So yes, let's postpone this question for the end. Ronan, you can keep going. So maybe you can hear me again? Can you hear me? Because I can't, and I still don't know why. Yes, but I can't hear you. Maybe it's because your device told me over and over to load your battery, and you just ignored it.
No, I don't hear that.
Okay, but now I can hear you again.
Yeah, sorry for that.
So again, the same thing like the last time with my sound to make me a bit louder. Please don't destroy it for the moment.
Yeah, I hope I can do that.
Just take your time, and I go pick up something to drink meanwhile.
I'm done. So, all right,
Yep.
yeah, works again. So, I think you mentioned also the damage tracker. Um, yeah, that's something we mentioned in some news article, I guess, but never really showed it. But it's like more than half a year old. And it's been extended by another system that's not finished yet, but I can show the current status of it. So let's switch back to the game window. Here we are. So guys, yeah, there's the button is missing for players to open it. So I open it with a command. It's the damage tracker. Yeah, as player, nope. Here it is. So here's the damage tracker. Hope you can see it. And yeah, it's basically the system behind it. We did yeah, we reworked how damage is dealt or how damage is handled internally, and as a result, we could split it. So each damage gets categorized. Can be melee damage, can be magical damage, can be chemical damage. Chemical damage is all that damage comes from poison or comes from an explosion, from an explosion potion. So from that, or do they come from perks of your skill mastery? So the skill masteries, maybe you remember, I have perks and one proc. The proc is always on the bottom here, and the others are perks. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perks activated right at the moment. That's the maximum you can have, and one proc. And also the damage, some of them deal damage or boost damage, increase damage, or do something like that, and that gets categorized into perks. Or if you proc and get a critical hit, that will go into proc damage. Same for your followers. All damage that's been done by your followers goes into the followers damage. And of course, vice versa. So all melee damage you take, all magic damage you take, chemical damage or abilities. Also, our mobs have abilities. And if they use those abilities and the damage caused by that will go into this category. If an ability is to increase damage of a melee attack, so the regular melee attack goes into melee attack, and just the damage that's been added by the ability accounts into the abilities damage. So it's really divided into the categories, and what I just told you, that the extending is on its way, that's because of the barding overhaul, which I also code right at the moment. I just took a break from it for doing the guild stuff. But yeah, the barding stuff will also count here. So all damage that's been done by provocation, for instance, will go into the barding category then. Yeah, and you have here a nice button right where followers are, so you can just see also these details for your damage, for your pets. So which melee damage, magical damage, chemical damage, or abilities damage does my pet? And also what's the total of it, what's the DPS of it. I can start it, and now it will count all the stuff. I can stop it, and also can switch to PvP. So the PVM damage goes into the PVM category. All the PvP damage I'm doing goes in the PvP damage. I mean, I also have these separations here. So I can the basic idea was to have a test tool for all the skill masteries and all that stuff we do. So to really track how beneficial is it? Is it in balance with other systems? And this was where the idea for the damage tracker was really born, to develop the stuff. But yeah, it's helpful also for players. That's why we gave it a nice gump, and it's useful for players now. We just need to place the button somewhere. Another feature of it, by the way, is you can take the follower damage out, but you can also flip it in. So it's now it's really small, and I just see my total damage dealt, or the total damage taken, and my DPS. If I want to see, okay, show just the damage dealt and just the damage taken summarized, then do that, or flip it out and you see everything. So yeah, it's really a nice feature to play with.
I have a question in between.
Yeah.
So as you said, maybe later on it will become really interesting if it makes more sense to deal more damage per second. So, oh, no, I try to tell you that in another way. Is it more interesting to you to see later on people are using bigger weapons with slower weapon hits but more damage, or faster weapon hits and slower damage? So what do you think will be the play style of players? For example, a katana is really fast, while a broadsword or something like that is a bit slower but deals more damage later on. Do you think people will keep track on that? So that means, are people allowed also to see that inside that gump? So if it
Just
makes more
DPS.
sense to, yeah,
Just
okay.
you see the DPS and the melee hits. So that's basically the setup. You would see it here, the melee damage, and yeah. Like I said, it depends. Melee damage is not only melee damage. Melee damage could be increased by a perk, for instance, or a perk increases a damage that also triggers a critical hit, so a proc. Means you swing your sword and you get accounted melee damage, perk, and proc. Yeah, so the exact portion of which influence you will get out. But yeah, you will not see a history of swings and their damage. That's not what you get here. Roman, where are you? I was in my game window and he's gone. Let me see if I get him back. Yeah, I brought you back. Here are you.
I was
I
listening.
I did nothing. I didn't kick you. But
Yeah, sure.
I hear you
It's
guys
always
in
the same.
mono. Right.
You hear us in mono.
No. It was the cable. All right, I'm back.
Yeah, sure. Always the others.
So, yeah, guys. Any
The
questions?
citizenship
Yeah.
were another topic. Maybe we can continue with that because we brought in already a lot of content. Maybe later on for that question, for that skill system or the skill overhaul and so on, because we were talking about the skills and also the masteries of the skills already inside our last stream. But maybe for today, we can maybe tackle it for a bit in the end, um, because I'm pretty sure we will have some questions, and I think people will use that damage tracker in that case. For example, for me, in my opinion, it's pretty amazing to have something like that. In the past, you had a similar functionality directly included into Razer, but this is maybe something also something we are gonna show you today, or we will reveal it today, because Razer doesn't exist on our side anymore. We will bring in another feature for that. But let's switch maybe for the citizen in before to keep an eye on that.
Maybe we should switch chairs when it comes to the assistant, right?
That's
Be
pretty because I'm using my mobile phone. It could be a bit tricky, but yes, I can explain a bit when
Yeah,
it comes
I
to
will
that.
open it. Yeah, let's go on with it. The citizenship. There is not really more to tell about that at that stage. It's like I said. You collect points by going to dungeons. You collect points by doing treasure maps or by doing uh, the hidden chests, the dungeon chests, or if you craft or whatever. So the non PvP content benefits the citizenship and the points you earn for your town. And for that points you get at the end of the season the bonuses for the upcoming one, and depending on how good your town performed or the citizen performed, the better are the bonuses the next season. And also like I said, the PVMers with that citizen or with that town points, and by, for example, the crafters take a job for crafting armors and inside the citizenship system, and now he's done that, and this armor goes directly into the militia tree, and in the next town wars, uh, the guards, the NPC guards that defend the town and need to be protected by the militia that's defending that town. Um, those guards will have increased armor values because the crafter of the citizenship crafted those armors. So if the PvMers do their job, the PvPers will have an easier fight if they defend their town. And if they are successfully defending their town, win the town wars event, this will get points for them, and that points will also get transferred over to the town and benefit the PVMers that get better bonuses in the next period. So the PvP benefits PVM, PVM benefits PvP. That's basically the story behind it.
We have two questions for that in place. So before we come to Helvin, I got some or one question from Pointer. It's because of the citizenship. What is different between the citizenship and also the militia if it comes to militia, for example? So let's say, is it another group or is it another? What is the content of each one? Because militia is something like the old faction,
Yes,
and the citizenship is the citizenship itself.
it's just
Maybe you can explain the difference in between, because I think there will be also questions about what is about the taxes and something like that.
the yeah, sure. The citizenship is just as a player, you can join a guild that is already part of a town, or you can join as a single person that town, and you're just then a citizen of that town. Means the bonuses that the town gives its citizens will now also benefit your character. So you just get bonuses, and the stuff you do, crafting, for example, or if you go into dungeons and collect points there, that counts. That adds points to your town. That's basically it. So there are no down uh, downsides of being a civilian. You're still a civilian. You're not doing any PvP as a pure citizen. But next to the citizenship, there is the possibility as a citizen to join the militia of the town you're a citizen in. It means just that's the military tree of the citizenship of the township. And if you join that, you're just in war with the factioneers or the militias of the other town.
Then let's come to the question. So thank you really much. Let's come to the question of Helvin. He's asking about if there's something special in work or in progress for thieves. I don't know if it's related to citizenship, but maybe you can also answer that question. Maybe both ways in general, and maybe for the citizenship or for militia. I don't know. It's
Uh,
up to you, Ronan.
let's first take the other question because
Okay.
that's directly for the citizen. Yes, the quick answer is yes. There will be, of course, a delay from leaving one town and joining the others. We don't want to have people go switch it like they're underpants. It's you take a decision, and this means this decision takes there for a while, and not next week are the benefits in the other town more suitable for me, so I switch. That's not how it will be. As soon as you decide to switch the town, you will not see the bonuses that there are currently. So we'll get in the next enrollment you will get the bonuses. So you can't switch when you see I want to have this bonus, I switch town. All right, yeah, and now finally back to Heaven and the thieves question. Yeah, honestly, we brainstormed a lot about that, and we have some cool ideas, but it's not final. It's just not final. So I can give you some hints of what we talked about. It's like make it. It could be something like a mini game. So that you have in a gump that you have to do something. Um, that's one thing what we brainstormed about, and we have one idea how it could look like. Uh, Maybe we leave it the old classical way. I'm not sure. But additionally, what we thought about was we could make it a bit more like realistic. That's meaning you cannot steal while running through someone, and just click right directly in the moment when you pass the guy and steal while running. So the slower you are, the more are your chances to succeed. If you steal from behind, your chances of stealing successfully is higher. If you come from the side, it's more likely that you succeed than you just steal from the front. So the best thing would be to slowly breach someone hidden and then steal from behind. That would stack up all things together that increase your chance. So that are the first thoughts what we could do with stealing. So really make it you have to act like a thief and not run and hit a macro key in the right moment.
I think that really makes sense if it comes to that point. If yeah, people try to let's say use macros for that. If I remember on the past, in that case, as we were using Razor, Steam, and all the other assistants, Yoko injection, something like that. No matter. I think stealing was a pretty good thing for using scripts and something like that. That will be exactly not the point in our case. So we will prevent such situation, or if it comes to the point that someone loots something specific or special in a dungeon or on a mob, for example. I think it makes no sense allowing, or better said, we try to prevent situations like that, that people can use a macro or a script to steal on something because it's just overpowered. So everyone will have a stealer in the end, and people are stealing then from each other. That makes no sense in that case. Um, I think we have to talk about that also for the future. So it's a pretty complex system if it comes to situations like that. Um, but I'm pretty sure we will have a similar mechanism to this, to the original one. It will be different, but on the other side also similar. Yeah. Uh, Keshi is something talking about the last target and steal on last, better said, or after a disarm.
Yeah, that's the
Maybe,
old tactic. You tackle someone
yeah,
and with disarm, the weapon goes right into the bag, and
and
have
then you're
set
gonna
it.
steal it.
You have set it as your last target before, and just steal it away. So this is a scenario with yeah, what can be automatically happening by just double clicking the guy that detects him. So you could do it with one macro, and this is something yeah we need to address because at the end, stealing needs to be fair. That means also the thief must have a realistic chance of yeah being successful, while the other guys, so the victims, have a fair chance of keeping their stuff, right?
That's a
Um,
good sentence. Stealing has to be fair.
yeah, it has to be
It's a
fair.
paradoxon.
That no, I mean in that way. I would like that stealing is player skill dependent. So if you practice it a lot, and you taking care of several things like keeping in mind from which direction I approach him and stuff like that. Um, that you really need to place your movements, and how do I get around him, or how do I so yeah, having a plan, following them, and practicing it a lot, and then you will become a successful thief, or will have a very good chance of steal stuff. That's fair, but only running a macro that steals die tops from a pack horse for 5 days, and after that setting up a macro that somebody else wrote and run to the next guy and hit that macro and you got his stuff. That's too less.
True. Thank you very much for the explanation. Maybe we can keep going with the citizenship. So, what maybe you can or give us an overview on the content on a higher perspective, not just very detailed, maybe on a really higher perspective that everyone yeah receives an overview what the citizenship means, what the content is.
We
Really,
had that already. Citizen, like I said, the citizenship is you're just being part of a town. You join the town and you get the bonuses for the town, and everything you do creates points for that town. That's it. So no downsides, no PvP actions inside that. It's just a civilian joining a town.
there's again a comment of Helvin about still that stealing stuff. But I will please you guys get or let us the time to discuss that also internally, because we have such a similar system in behind already planned. It's not perfect. It's on paper. We still have to implement it. But I'm pretty sure you will like it. So give us the time we need to implement cases like that. Um, but if you have suggestions or something like that, please let us know if it comes to that point, because we live out of you guys. We really like the comments of the community. It's really needed for us to make a really good game experience in the end, because it makes no sense if it's just built in our heads and wrote inside code. That makes no sense if the community doesn't take place here. So please feel free to write your suggestions, no matter where, here on Twitch, or you can also write us the direct message in Discord or on Reddit. We keep track on that.
Sure.
I just wanted to say in between. All
Yeah.
right, maybe we can switch to the assistant part real quick, because I'm pretty sure this is something people
Wait.
want to see.
Yep. I try to find it. Still the bug. Where is it? There is it. So yeah, the bug is it hides under the game window.
Yeah,
So
it's still in place. Maybe you can make that a bit smaller and close all the gums around.
yep, I did.
That
So
we have the focus on that integrated assistant. Um, yeah, it's just a short preview. We wanted to show you that. So Razer, as we said, Razer doesn't exist anymore. So we integrated an assistant. It has also similar tabs. Ronan is yeah showing you guys now. You can create your profiles similar to Razer or Steam-like. I think is saving that profile in behind. So later on, you will be also allowed to share profiles with other people. Also, if it comes to that point, if we navigate to the scripting section, so Ronin, that would be amazing. Just click on the scripting section. It's already inside. So we prepared some kind of repository on GitHub where you can check yeah, all the functionality, what is currently existing and what is planned maybe for the future. So not many features are inside. You can create scripts there, delete scripts, edit scripts, run scripts, and something like that. We decided about using Lua in that case. So it's not Python, it's not, let's say, the Euro Steam scripting language, is also not Razor related. We decided about using something, yeah, what is pretty easy to write and to understand. Um, in that case, maybe Ronan, you can create a script really quick. Just click on the add button. It's also the same. It hides in behind the game window. So there will be a box where you have to, yeah, insert the name or give it a name. that will be fixed during the next releases. So just type something and save it, and it will create the script for you. Now just click the script, the name of the script first. That would be great, and then you can start typing stuff.
Yep. Which command? I don't have the
I don't know.
syntax
You
in mind.
can say just try the say command. So say, and then in brackets and double quotes what you want to say.
Brackets.
Yes, it's
Uh,
similar to other languages or to Python or something like that. Also to C sharp and
huh? My What is wrong with my keyboard inside that? Is it?
I don't know.
All right. Nope. Oh, that's the. It looks like another keyboard settings inside the window here.
What kind of language are you using for your keyboard?
German, and it's putting in. Nope. I think there is a bug in here. I
That's
press
great
something
to know that.
and something other happens, but I managed it somehow. But it's not working. No, yeah. So scripting engine needs a bit.
Okay, so it needs a bit a detection on that, but no matter for the moment. I'm pretty sure we will have that during the next releases because
This is
it's
not the
in
last version, right?
alpha stage.
This is not even the last version on it, right?
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
It's in alpha stage. I would say in that case, it's pretty untested, and at the moment, we will bring for our perma alpha testers this week, uh, or better said, in the beginning of next week, a version where you can test and use. Yeah, directly in game, where you can test all the scripting, where you can test all the functionality which is already included into that. So because we have already some organizers and let's say yeah, buy and sell agents and something like that already inside, um, which is already working, what is amazing. And we will bring in features over the time, yeah, over and over. So if you have suggestions or if you need something or if you have something interesting what you wish to have in use Steam or Razer or something like that in the past, just let us know, and we decide about implementing it or not. Um, and this is what we can do for you here. Uh, yeah, Ronan is currently showing how an organizer is working. He sets two different bags. Then he can add items to it.
Hey, it moved.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah,
Buy and
sure,
sell.
it moved. Yeah, just the scripting section had some problems. Yeah, we have to check. But I'm pretty sure we will also gonna provide you with a really good documentation on that. So I'm pretty sure that will be, yeah, let's say more stable in the releases later on. We will for sure have yeah, a stream for that to show you its features. So it's just a short preview on that. Yeah, that we have an assistant, that we will have macros, that we will have a scripting in place to replace Razer because it's, in our opinion, it's not the solution to build on in the future. Um, because it's not really supported directly on for net 8 in that case. It's still using an old, or let's say an older mechanism, an older framework, coding framework in behind what our client is not using anymore. And we decided to build our own thing, what is directly integrated in our game experience. Yeah, to make it more native. In that case, more fluent, more native, more reactive, as Razer or Steam is. So it's not a third-party framework in between; it's natively integrated. You will not be or it's not needed to use that mechanism, that assistant. It's more to, yeah, make your life easier in your O. Maybe you know why.
Yep, I just testing
And
the.
Ronan is just testing something and running around. What are you doing?
Um, I'm collecting three types of damages right at the moment. Should be chemical damage, hard time surviving here, and I just have my full recovery button here, which is very useful. Um, yeah. Oh, yo, these grave diggers are really hard. So you see, I will die soon. Yeah, but you see, the damage tracker is tracking all the damage that has been dealt to me. So I have 147 melee damage, 127 magic damage, chemical 17 because I'm poisoned. No, 20. So yeah. So you see, the stuff is working, and come on, I hit it one time. At least I get a little bit of damage dealt. Yeah, one. I dealt one damage. Oh no, my perk. Yeah, I have the skill mastery. It boosts my damage. 2 damage I did from the melee action, from the fist, and perks were up to 24 damage, which
Now you died.
now I died, and I got a new feature also here, which is our Ghost Gate. So if you die, that Ghost Gate pops up, and you can switch to a location and are out. And this is also happening not just on the in the dungeons. That's happening everywhere, but in towns. So no town has this ghost gates, but yeah, it will appear everywhere else. And also, you have here the possibility that's new to have a custom location in the moon gates. So it needs to be activated, so it will cost you some gold or something, and I will just rest for a moment. Uh, oh, I'm not allowed to, but I'm now. So I'm rest here, and let's add a recall rune, and let's cast the mark spell. Oh, full recovery. Here we go. Let's cast mark and mark that rune.
I received another DM in between.
Yes.
It's about a damage record. So if we think it makes sense to save damages and share that with others, so that means if you have, yeah, for example, a template or something like that. So let's say you build a Dexter or someone who's really hitting fast, and the combination in between mage and melee and something like that. If it makes sense to save that things and share that with others.
Yeah, so you could basically do a screenshot and post it on Discord. But there is no
That's the
real.
easiest way, yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest way, but not really. Yeah, show it to somewhere on. Yeah, maybe. I mean, players like to compare or compete, and maybe we can do a scoreboard for the highest value of each of those. If we have a scoreboard, there will be people that try to be the best.
It could be an achievement.
For example, yeah. So yeah, nice idea. Nice idea. I like that. Yeah, I just
All right.
demonstrated here that here now is a custom location in the public moon gate. It's so you can set it to a recall rune location, target a rune, and it will take the description of the rune. That one here is named home in capital letters, and so it gets transferred to here. And also, if you die somewhere, so I do a kill, target myself. I'm a ghost. I'm outside of a town. That means in a second, there it comes. The active instrument. That's a nice yeah, it's a nice bug. The naming is wrong. So yeah, and when I have it configured in the Moongate, I get it configured here, the custom location as well. So yeah, that was the location, but that also works there. So, yeah, that's it for now with in-game content.
All right. Thank you really much. So, if there aren't any other questions, I would say we close it for today. And yeah, just want to, or I and also Ronan just want to say thank you really much for your time, also for your questions. I'm pretty sure we will come around with another things during the next weeks, also with more content on the system, with more content on the system. So we will create specific streams, dedicated streams to yeah such topics or such game components, such game systems, where we talk more in detail on these, where you can also bring in your ideas, your suggestions on that, that we can yeah develop it maybe or adjust that feature in a way you like. So again, thank you really much from my side. Maybe Ronan, you will also say some words. But I'm finished for today. It's pretty late in Germany, so yeah,
Uh,
Ronan.
yeah, same for me. Thanks, guys. We do that for you. It's a lot of fun, and we want to just create the next big thing in the UO community. We're really giving all, and I think it's yeah, you can see it. We come with up with new ideas, and we have the power and motivation to get them into life, and we'll do that.
And
And
we also have the shirts.
we have the shirts, of course, yeah. And also on my notebook, the nice sticker. So yeah, no, guys, really thank you. Bring your friends and enjoy the game. And yeah, let's create something together that really rocks. And then see you in game.
Thank you, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.